Don't pull away from me.
Look what they're doing to me.
Don't pull away from me.
Look what they're doing to me.
Welcome back to the channel, Reasonable Search, where I analyze police interactions with the public. If you like this type of content and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and be notified when I put out more content. Today's video is out of Los Angeles and a Fox News 11 story. We'll see an interaction with very emotional parents and their children in the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. 3 out of 4 of the family members end up in handcuffs. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching.
Family says they did nothing wrong. They have been left traumatized.
Hello? Your officer, you know I'm talking to the speaker. You need to look up.
He's literally grabbing me too.
Mom Sadie Cordova watched in real time as LA County sheriffs approached her teenage daughter inside their San Gabriel home.
Hello? Nobody's in there, a parent. So you guys need to leave. Hello?
Another angle shows her 14-year-old son being reprimanded for trying to film what was happening inside.
A tall, bald sheriff grabs the phone, pushes against the wall. I was like, oh my God, Lord.
Sheriffs from the Temple City station say they've been called to the apartment complex where the family lives for reports of screaming, arguing, and someone being hit on October 22nd, 2022. Neighbors say deputies tried the doors of several units before Sadie's, which was unlocked. Deputies say they announced their presence and tried to explain why they were there, but the occupants, the 2 teens, were uncooperative.
Deputies get dispatched to a call of fighting, yelling, and they find a door unlocked and announce their presence. Simple so far until they find uncooperative teens home. This is a warrantless entry, okay, and part of the community caretaking. So when we look at this, when we look at the California case of People versus Ray, 1999, okay, this is going to cover the community caretaking. Okay, it's part of the warrantless entry. So right here, under the emergency aid exception, police officers may enter a dwelling without a warrant to render emergency aid and assistance to a person whom they reasonably believe to be in distress and in need of that assistance. So they're covered under this case and the warrantless entry of the community caretaking. There was an emergency reported. They went to make contact, and it appears the teen obstructs, becomes aggressive, and finds herself in handcuffs. Meanwhile, the mother is going to become frantic and drive to the residence with an equally frantic father, the man of the house. The officer that grabbed that male teen, sure, he could have de-escalated more. But of course, the parents believe the son ended up in handcuffs because he's filming and not because he's getting in the middle of the scene and interfering with an investigation.
To explain why they were there, but the occupants, the 2 teens, were uncooperative. Sadie and her husband Justin were out getting breakfast for the family when they got frantic calls from the kids.
I just dropped everything, the breakfast. He went to the car. I hopped in the car. And when she told me that they were trying to grab her, I turned on that camera. She was telling him to let go. He was not caring. He was just standing here squeezing her arm. Why were they doing that? What was the purpose? It was a brother and sister. They were home waiting for us. They invaded our home. It felt like they were like kidnapping my kids. They were keeping them hostage, or they're going to take them away from me for no reason.
So the kids called the parents frantically. Did anyone get on the phone, speak to the deputies there to try to defuse the situation? Find out what's happening from the deputies, tell the kids to chill out? We don't know that, but we do know the parents are emotional and as well as angry. They had to just leave their breakfast and they're going to be coming in hot to the scene.
Like my heart was pounding.
They raced home, recording as they got close.
Yes. Do me a favor, I need your driver's license.
No,
Yes, you do.
no, sir. No, I'm talking to my lawyer.
I'm at a stop.
No,
I'm at a complete stop.
Nope. You
Nope.
actually step.
I need to speak with your watch commander right now.
Watch commander.
Yep.
All right. You're actually gonna step out of the vehicle now.
Yeah. Don't put your hands on me,
Nope,
sir.
nope,
Don't
you're
put
being
your hands on
detained.
me.
You're being detained.
Babe, record this. Here,
You
record
can
this.
record on.
Now they're detaining my husband. We just walked home.
Babe, look what they're
You
doing
don't
to me.
pull away from me. You
Look what they're
understand?
doing to
You
me.
don't pull away from me.
Look what they're doing to me.
Like, I felt very violated, and especially as the man of the house, to not be able to protect my children.
Both just
So we see a lot of emotional charged behavior. And that's, the mother coming out, that mama bear coming out protecting her kids. I get it. But now enters the father figure who is just as heightened. And instead of managing the situation, having control, he's unable to calm his wife down on the drive and probably escalating her because he's also angry and emotional, right? Not IDing and making demands for the watch supervisor upon arrival. Look, your kids are in custody. Present your ID and ask the deputies calmly, why were you in my house and why are my children in handcuffs? You would have received the facts and circumstances and then tell the deputies, I have instructed my children not to let anyone in the house and you can release them now that my residence is cleared. This could have been ended quietly, but instead the father amps up the scene. Now, I don't know the reasons for everything that the deputies did in the video. It's obviously edited for the news segment.
and the 14-year-old were detained, while Sadie took the 19-year-old to the hospital for injuries to her wrists.
I feel like they need to apologize for invading our home, our privacy, the way they mistreated my kids like they were criminals.
Now, Sadie says she has reached out to the city and the county for help. She's also posted on other social media platforms, but hasn't gotten a lot of response. And she only posted to TikTok yesterday because she saw a similar incident with another teen that was posted there. The family has a GoFundMe set up. For more information on that, you can go to our website, foxla.com.
Deputies had the duty to be there, and it would have been a very different conversation had the deputies decided not to search for the cause of the yelling and screaming, and an emergency did exist. The conversation would have still put the blame on the deputies either way. It's just the way it is. This may be more about the parents and their kids having issues with authority or trying to have a lawsuit payday. The daughter went to the hospital for her wrists, and there's no mention of the injuries sustained in the news story. And now they have a GoFundMe page? It's an obvious money grab. I don't doubt that the deputies try to de-escalate this family. The parents' own statements and videos show that they were irrational. We are starting to see more defiance to authority and people hoping for lawsuit settlements. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, and thanks for watching.